the thing on Friday that I was hoping to. But I did take the kids on Sunday across to Gateshead, and they made puppets and they made various peacock feathers and arts and culture. Anyway, it was really good, really, really good, great fun. And Vikas, congratulations to him, has become a deputy Lord Lieutenant. So he was appointed as a deputy Lord Lieutenant,
Amazing. I didn't know that news.
great
Amazing.
news. I think that's a great accolade. Uh, so yeah, it was good. How was the Dabawal Gem Arts Masala Festival menu?
Yeah, it was good, Amar. We always do something slightly different to what we do ordinarily, and it's always a great partnership with Gem Arts. The uptake on the menu, yeah, it's always nice. There's always good uptake on it because, as I said, it's Gem Arts branded and slightly different to what we normally do on a day-to-day basis, and people do like a little bit of a change from the norm as long as it's a change for the better.
Yeah, and actually, I think the people coming along and experiencing it, there's a real buzz. There was such a selection of individuals, and Vikas and the team at Gem Arts just do an amazing job. Other things going on, Jaff. Obviously, we're ramping up for the awards, the ABC Awards this year. There's a couple of extra special awards. One is the inclusion by default. So this is an individual or an organization, any organization that has made a difference to the northeastern Tees Valley community, and that difference could be, helping feeding kids at school, breakfast clubs, etc., 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 type of thing. That's one of the things, and the other one is the Northern Business Women Magazine Award. So this is for women who need to be recognised. There's lots of things going on for women right now, isn't there? Do you not have like exclusive women only evenings?
No, but there was a point with all of our management team, the majority of them were all women. So from the head chef to the general manager, restaurant manager, of marketing manager. So yeah, I think they obviously play a massive part in a lot of businesses. But again, we didn't pick them because they were women. We picked them, they got into their positions because they were good at their job.
But
So
that's the right answer, isn't it? That's
yeah,
the approach.
we don't look at quotas and think that, oh yeah, we've got to tick a box. No, I think that's ridiculous. We'll never do anything like that. Regardless of how politically correct or incorrect it is, we recruit based on, is that person the right person for that particular position? And we don't care whether it's a boy or a girl. As long as you can fulfill the job, then you get that position. So and boys and girls, males and females, they're not the same. They've got different qualities that they bring to the table because they're a woman and because they're a male. So you have to, that's another simple logical position as well. So and that does give some people an advantage in certain areas and other people are disadvantaged in other areas. But it doesn't mean that they can't get into their positions, whichever positions are available. All the positions can be filled by whether a male or a female.
Yeah, and there should be equal opportunity for everyone, and we shouldn't be forced to drive in quotas. I think we do need to acknowledge that there haven't been equal opportunities up until now, but we need to try and address that in a meaningful, considerate way, which is exactly what the inclusion by default campaign is doing. Sort of saying that we need to recognise everyone. One of the things that you'll hear me constantly and consistently say is we can't marginalize the majority. And if the majority is men or white young boys or whatever, everyone should be involved and included. And we shouldn't be excluding or isolating anybody. So the ABC Awards, quite excited by that. Tommy Sandu's hosting it again. He's a funny guy, quite
Oh,
quite
great host.
crude and rude.
So it's very, very good host, Tommy Sandu.
Yeah. So Tommy Sandu's there. We're having it at Gosford Park again. I like the venue. It suits us. They look after us. And we've got a great lineup of supporters from the Northeast Mayo Combined Authority. We've got Handels Banking, we've got Bruin Dolphin, we've got a number I've mentioned, Yola, I've mentioned SME. So lots of support, lots of people taking tables from Durham University to Ward Hadaway and lots of others. Obviously, Square One support ABC regularly as well. And Tilly Baker, Irvin, as well as FRP. So anyway, I'm going to miss someone off, so I better stop sharing names and people. But we also have the wonderful Spice FM award as well, which is for community champions. And it's great to have Spice FM, obviously, not only because we're on it, but it's a great community radio station. So excited for that. Other things going on, if you're interested, if you're aged between 16 and 21, interested in making money, interested in making more money, and interested to hear from those that have made money, then there's a couple of workshops here in Ponteland, and those workshops will take you through. I've got an idea. How do I set up a business? What types of things couldn't I do? Whether you want to do it from your bedroom or whether you want to open up a boardroom, whatever it is. There's that. So check out the SME Centre of Excellence website to learn more. We're still asking people to fill out the inclusion by default survey, and it's interesting, right, Jeff? Because uh, we've started to push it out more broadly, and the responses are quite interesting from far right groups who have gone, inclusion's destroyed our region, and we will rise again, and, and things like that. And it's a real shame. It's real sad that people have those views. I'd love to get people on our radio show and have conversations with everyone,
Oh,
anybody.
we've always said,
I was
we've
I
always
was I
said,
was horrified. I was
yeah, I've always said,
horrified.
yeah. Didn't we always say though, Ammar, that we would like to meet Tommy Robinson and sit with him and have a dinner with him? It'd be interesting, wouldn't it, to have that conversation?
I think so. Well, him, Nigel Farage. I don't know if I want Lee Anderson, who obviously we haven't mentioned more broadly in the news the chaotic scenes last Friday in Leeds. Where a certain community, a Romanian community, there was a bit of a riot, and then this week, um, allegedly someone from Pakistan, having gone to pick their mother up from an airport,
Oh,
got into an
that was just
altercation.
unbelievable. Did you see the footages for that? It's absolutely ridiculous, man. I mean, how can that officer still? He should be like sacked on the spot, and he should be. There should be a. I mean, why isn't there a lawsuit against him? And he should get done for GBH. That should be in prison.
Hmm.
It's
I mean, what I find interesting is a lot of people and politicians, and sadly, some of the politicians that I thought were really good, like the mayor of Manchester and things like that, trying to justify some
yeah.
of the activities
Oh, they
whilst
said it's
obviously
all right.
condoning.
They said it's all right to kick Pakistani boys in their heads and then cause a cyst in their brain. You know, they said that they basically said that so they should get a medal for it. One of the MPs came out and said, and he's in the Houses of
Yeah, that
Parliament, coming out with that
reform.
good, the Reform MP. I mean, are you for real? You're an MP? You're supposed to be, the leader of the society, the one that's supposed to set the moral standards, and you're coming up with nonsense like that. It's just ridiculous. What on earth
It is.
type of MPs have we got in our parliament? It's just shocking.